Sunday, March 8, 2008. 4 years ago, 3 months, 8 days. I was walking along the sidewalk when from the back I was hit by a speeding motorist. The impact tossed me airborne for some 21 feet, and the driver, still having not gained control of the car, ran over me. I was smashed into the asphalt and semi-conscious with a burst head, fractured skull, right broken apart shoulder, broken ribs, partially smashed off and broken left knee, doubly broken right knee smashed apart and broken, numerous wounds, lacerations, and my right leg, which was run over, laid there in a queer angle with large mince and segmented portions of exposed bone.
At the time of the crash, Falasha was only 21 years old, a first-degree, first-year university student. She held a full-time job and was very involved in numerous church, sports, and voluntary activities. And without notice, all that changed in an instant.
It took less than 10 seconds and one driver's misjudgment, one driver's decision to speed, one driver's choice to be reckless, one minute selfish act of dangerous driving, and in less than 10 seconds most of my bones were broken, my whole being shattered, my body wrecked, my life radically marred and completely changed forever.
Falasha awoke to find herself in hospital, hooked to numerous machines, with tubes and needles invading her body. Her head, hands, and legs were screwed with nails and supported by metal poles. She was crippled by excruciating pain, and no amount of painkillers seemed to give any relief. It was at that point that she wished she had died. Since then, she has undergone 15 major surgeries to bring her body to a point of rehabilitation, including the amputation of her right leg.
For the last 4 years, instead of like my peers pursuing educational, social, and economic dreams and goals, I have had to fight and struggle to find recovery, where my dreams have been forcibly pushed on a ledge so far from my reach. Because of one driver's choice not to observe road safety, I'm unable to cross the streets or be around moving cars for any amount of time without being overwhelmed by the sense that I'm about to be hit down. I am afflicted with insomnia, panic, and anxiety attacks, and I'm daily haunted by graphic flashbacks of this accident in my waking hours, and in the little sleep I get, nightmares.
And the pain continues. One driver's choice to disobey road rules has cost Falasha the loss of family and friends who have found it difficult to come to terms with the sudden transformation of her life. And there's more.
I have lost relationships and suffered devastating heartbreaks because these guys could not and eventually refused to deal with or see beyond the destruction of my being, and thus walked away. After the accident, I had to drop out of university, and to date, I have not been able to resume.
If it had not been for one driver's choice to be reckless on our roads, Falasha would have been graduating in July 2012. And instead of having a student loan debt, she has incurred hospital expenses of more than $5 million and growing, and has to find over $30,000 monthly for medication, crippling her personal savings and dashing her hopes of finding employment.
Because of one driver's choice to not observe road safety, whenever I apply for a job, my visual damages are what are seen, and my credits, qualifications takes back page, and they create an endless list of cans and render me disabled and incapable without a chance, making it manifold times harder in a job market that is already very overpopulated. Time won't allow me to even begin to list and dissect for you the countless ways in which this accident has affected my life and continues to wreak havoc in my body. Just imagine with me for 1 minute. You're in constant, horrendous pain, moving around on one leg that has a broken knee, using an arm with a broken shoulder that is protruding through the skin, that your leg has been amputated in a society that removed the disc from disability and placed on there, thus rendering the disabled unable. Where every single day, everywhere you go, people stare at you like you just fell from Mars. Where hardly anyone sees or treats you as a wholesome person with wholesome brain, emotions, and feelings. And when persons look at you, they no longer see you, but see an amputation, and thus look at you and make comments laced with pity, smirks, condemnation, mockery, and for some, even scorn. That you are no longer looked at as a rightful contributing member of society, but as a liability who is barely tolerated. There are no words to adequately express to you all that one driver's disregard for road safety has done and continues to do with my life. I stand here today only because of the grace and goodness of God. And I am begging you, please do not be the next driver to disregard road safety and shatter another person's life. Don't be the next driver to, through irresponsible and dangerous driving, choose to destroy another life.